Okay, let's see if it's working again. Hey, alright. Well, that kind of sucked. I tried booting up Fallout and it died on me. Well, OBS died on me. Let's try again. This should work. Is it going? Oh, it's trying. It's trying. Oh, the bottom of the game is cropped out again. How about that? So, enjoy your cropped gaming. Let's, suffer through this together, shall we? I get to look at like a 6x4 window on my screen. You get to look at, where am I going? You get to look at, missing like the bottom half of everything. Okay, you're not missing too much. But, hey. How are you guys doing tonight? I managed to survive another day. And I liked that. But, oh boy. Oh man. Some days are just real tough, you know. And it's hard. And you know the hardest part about it? It's hard to even care some days. Like, it can be a repeat day after day. You know, you're putting in 40 hours a week. There's only so many times you can say work was boring before you get bored of saying that work was boring. You know, I feel bad just saying that work was boring because I feel like I'm boring people by saying how boring my day was. Because, whose day isn't boring? I guess it's a chicken and egg kind of thing. If I have a boring day, is it even worth complaining about? Am I going to change any of that? This is probably the most interesting thing I've done all day. Wow, that's depressing. This guy needs,
Is there some reason I should
a speech check to get weapons from, I think, right? Yeah, no.
Do I look like a fucking Do you...
No. Yeah, no, I'm not going to have the gun skill for that. And I don't think he has energy weapons at all, anyway. I think it's all ballistics, but I just wanted to see if there was a tool available. There's nothing here. And remember, for those of you who are just joining, that is to say, nobody, this is a hard-ish core run. Every time I die, which isn't that often, so maybe I should bump up the difficulty. There we go. I will not regret that decision. Essentially, every time I die, it's a check against my lives, and once my cumulative deaths are greater or equal to the number of lives I have, then, it's game over. So right now, I'm what? Level 5? 6? Level 6. So if I die 6 times, right now I've got 0, but I've come close. I get 6 deaths under the belt, that's it. And I forgot how quiet the beginning of this game is, which is probably a good thing. But it's also a bad thing. Hold on one moment. I need to turn on a program in the background. There we go. There we go. Everything is fine and dandy now, except I'm out of hard drugs. What can I... That helped. That helped everything. Fuck. Yeah, I can drop the cowboy repeaters, or I can do some repairs. Don't want to repair that yet. Oh, I'm carrying a bunch of empties. Okay. I know where a lot of the weight is coming from. Do I even want to bother, though? No. Oh, yeah, I can drop that. Okay, we're good for now. Oh, I really hate the cat eye effect, but I'm not skipping forward in time. No, we're gonna suffer through it together. You and me. Nobody and me. We're gonna get through this. Just you wait. Man, I forgot how much running there is in New Vegas. Just how much holding down the W key there is. I completely forgot. You know, it's moments like these that don't remind me of a story, so let me tell it to you anyway. Once upon a time, I went to a place called college. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. But me and some friends, we were all sitting downstairs in one of the lounges in the main dormitories on campus, you know. And we had these, we were just sitting around watching, anything. Movies, just whatever shows were on the air, sometimes Game of Thrones or whatever. And I remember one night, I think we were watching Top Gear, and it was like a Saturday night, and this is on a college campus, so of course, people are drinking their asses off on the weekend. It's great for them anyway. And we're just minding our own damn business, and then this guy, it comes staggering into the lounge that we're hanging out in, and he's just this standard, like, bog standard, like, spitting image of, like, your stereotypical, like, early 20s white dude college guy. He's completely shit-faced, and he staggers in, and he is immediately just like, you want to fight? He just, like, slams his hands hard onto a table, just like, bam, bam, just like fucking, and he just looks us dead in the eye, and, we're just kind of looking up from our various things, We were ignoring the guy, he just wanders in, he wanders over to the kitchen, he wanders back, and suddenly he's fucking banging on the table loudly, and then he just stares me dead in the eye, and he's like, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I listen to Chief Keef. You know who that is? South Chicago. He's an OG gangsta from South Chicago. Chief Keef. And, we don't, by the way, at this point, we haven't said a fucking word to him. We just kind of stood there and sat there just watching him as he's just randomly babbling about some guy called Chief Keef. So, the guy staggers off, and we're just in there thinking, okay, that was weird. So I Google it, and it's like, yeah, no, Chief Keef is apparently like some rapper from Chicago. He's probably big, I don't know. But man, the people you meet when you're not trying to meet anyone, What a strange world this can be. I'm taking that plasma rifle, and nothing except weight capacity can ever gonna stop me. I might actually have to repair this. I'm gonna need some food. Hey! We have... Oh, whoops. Here, you can have your knife back. I don't need it. I can repair this. Well, I have a silver... man. And I swear, I didn't try to stumble across this location. I just keep on bumping into it on like every one of my playthroughs. See, before I have like a plasma pistol, I've got a frickin' plasma rifle. That's how these games always go for me. What time is it? Middle of the morning. Doesn't look like it. Man. It's been a while since I felt like I ran into anything new in Fallout New Vegas. That's what happens when you put in a couple hundred hours. But it feels kind of nice. Hey, let me ask you something. You ever work at a place for so long that you grow painfully familiar with the entire environment? I know, most of you probably have, but some of you might have not, And it doesn't matter where, retail, office, construction site, I don't care which, but, Let me know if I'm the only one who's ever felt like that, where you just get so painfully familiar with a location that, you know, the moment something changes, you know, people move a dumpster, suddenly it just feels wrong, you know? Like, oh hey, they fixed a broken window, which has been broken since you got hired, and suddenly the entire area feels different. What in the world? Surely I can't be the only one who will be surprised when things actually get repaired or something changes. But imagine, if you will, playing the same video game. And that's kind of where I'm standing on changing subjects and changing to a different video game. Because something tells me that most people just don't care for listening to me ramble alone about a game they've probably seen a lot of. So that kind of leads to the meat and potatoes of this stream, folks. And by folks, I mean nobody. I was thinking maybe I should switch over to a different title. You know, and I know I've said that. I've said it so many times, but... And I shouldn't even have to decide this, but, you know, a lot of this stream is just about me building up confidence in talking. And so I'm thinking maybe I ought to actually just switch over to something I genuinely enjoy. But I kind of wanted to have an audience to share that with, you know? Then again, if I'm streaming a boring game, or a game that people just don't have the same interest in anymore, of course no one's gonna turn up. Maybe I should worry more about being me. Well, look. This is going nowhere. Or if it's not going nowhere, it's going slow. So I think... I wonder... Sorry, you can hear the gears turning behind my eyes. I need a moment to think, chat. Just give me a bit to think about this.
What the hell, you coward? I know what hit you were in.
Just give me one moment to think about it. I don't know what's going on.
I know where the hit you were in.
Don't worry about it. Ignore this. Just ignore it. It's okay. Ignore it. It's fine. Everything's fine. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe I should just go fucking insane. Since clearly the hardcore run needs something more interesting going on. Maybe it shouldn't just be a hardcore live system, but hardcore versus everyone mode. And in which case, maybe I should switch back to a difficulty setting which isn't, you know, stupidly tough. That's better. Perfect. By the way, I just killed the only people that could give me implants in this game. Maybe I should have started the whole massacre with, well, too late now. So yeah, that's the new plan, I guess. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet. We're just going to anyone that we run into. Which is going to be tough, obviously. But if we're going to do this, you might want to get a little bit smart. You know, if we're going to be the tough guy who's wiping out the wasteland, gotta think this over a little bit. In which case, what I'm saying is, I shouldn't massacre everybody. But I should massacre a lot. Because that's where this challenge is starting. We're thoroughly... Does this look like the face of mercy, chat? Let me ask you. Does this man He's got a fedora. Enough said. Let's go. I'm sorry, Peter. It has to be done. Look at him go. Bastard.
You're dead.
Hey!
Come on.
Well, everyone calls you a bastard in this place. I'm a hero. I saved this town. So, there is one thing that's interesting about a kill everyone you meet run in Fallout. You would think it would give you a lot of experience, but no. No, it doesn't. In fact, it's probably one of the worst ways to play. And considering this is a hard-ish core run where I need to worry about, running out of lives, I probably should have taken that into consideration. But, the die is cast. This is our reality now, for this character's reality. So, buckle up. Be very quiet. Did I even hit anything? No. There we go. I missed almost all of them. I missed everyone except myself. There. Oh man, I gotta stop wasting ammunition. You know how this is going to end up. So for some reason, bighorners are just very satisfying to kill in this game. I don't know why, but I've always just... there's something kinesthetically pleasing about all of it. Where did he... Did he just go inside that? Okay. He might have outsmarted me. He might have, yeah, he may have outsmarted me. I can't get him. He's outsmarted me a little bit. Except it needed to be done. We're good. It's okay. It's over. It's almost over. We have a little bit more work that needs to be done. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's a bore just like anything else. Where is... I already asked, but how are you guys tonight, chat? Man. Oh, Doc. Oh, he's got a laser pistol. It's been fun. Don't worry, he didn't feel a thing. Trouble. Okay. Who's that leave in town? That leaves Chet And I think Victor's gone. So, yeah, that's everyone, almost. There's just Jet and that one farmer. Shouldn't you be done? There we go. And just like that, everyone except for the merchant in town is dealt with. Okay, everyone human in town. Now then, where's the last of you?
That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah. Hey, let's do me a favor here, buddy. If I sell you some things. Yeah. Maybe he hasn't heard. You know, being the only one left in town can kind of do that to you. Now, what is this? Optical focus. I think that's the one upgrade for the laser rifle I don't have yet. So, we can get this. Sell off those, sell off those, sell off those, sell off those, sell off those. Sell off that. Sell off that, sell off that. Should really consider selling off even more, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of the incinerator. It's just a lot of dead weight that I don't have room for right now. Oh, okay. So I thought my armor had already broken. No, it was just the hat. Poor hat. Doesn't this guy sell a hat? And not gonna worry about it. But he does. He does indeed. He do be like that. He do be sell hat.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, Chet, you mind doing me a favor? You mind holding some dynamite for me?
Holy shit.
It's okay. He's just sleeping. I also take off my socks and my legs when I go to sleep. What, you don't? Come on, Chad. Get with the times. Now, who's that leave next? Are we going to Prim? Is this our life now? Yeah, this is Blasty McSplody Pants, or whatever this guy's name is. He's still got more business. Oh, by the way, we're still level 6. All of Good Springs didn't do much of anything for us. This is what I mean when I say that, like, quests are the main way to level up in this game. So a kill everyone run is going to be a little bit more of a challenge than you'd think.
How?
But, you know, do I even have a... I don't have a melee weapon. That's okay. That's okay. They're just sleeping. Yeah, I know that. Shot. See, we're getting somewhere. It's just not the right direction. But you know what they say, it's all about the journey rather than the destination. Which, for most of the people in this particular casino, is not very far from here. But, you know... Save Prim from its bandit problem. Can you even... No? I forgot about that. You can't do anything. Huh. Yeah, I know. I shot him. He has a cowboy hat. We're taking that. We need it. We did it. We did it. We saved Prim. Alright. I'm a hero. On to the next town. Wait, aren't there a bunch of like NCR people hanging out around here? Yeah. It's okay. Now, I think I don't have the repair skill for Edie. Eddie. EDE? No? Yeah, no, 65. And now I need 55 science, which I don't believe I'm even close to. Now, do you have a casserole? I think you do, yeah. But actually, the casserole is really good in survival mode, isn't it? How long? There we go, we're back to full. Okay, see, guzzling soda can save you. Any energy cells, that's the only thing I can really want from... No, but a little bit of money doesn't hurt. Okay. On to another place. By the way, we're still level 6. I may have been onto something when I said, you know, I was considering switching over to, you know, a different game. It's just a slow descent into madness. Okay. You know, I think that's epiphany time. What do I even mean by that? I'll show you. I think I am going to try to throw on a different title. Let's see how it goes. We'll be right back, chat. Matter of fact, we're not actually going anywhere. Not going very far, no doubt. But I wanted to show you something really special to me. And, you know, I think I might want to start a completely different stream for that. Just to mark the little milestone to more interesting horizons, you know. So, I'll be back in 1 minute into a brand new stream with a different title. Actually, can I edit this? I can. Okay. Well, yeah. Hey, there we go. We're good. I probably should have, you know, shared the stream, but I'm finally gonna... Okay. Let's switch over to something else. Oh, I'm so glad I made these little AFK screens. So let's just I'm just kind of setting things up, you know. Okay, I think we're actually all set. Let's see if the game will run with OBS. I haven't tested this at all. This might be a complete dead end. Are you ready? Let's go. I'm going to need to pop out the chat to a different window. Yeah, let's do that. There. Please boot up. Please. Okay. We're here. Back where it all began. And I need to crop. I need to fix some things here. There we go. This game runs a lot more nicely. Maybe I should delete that. Let's remove that. We don't need that for a nicer stream like this. Lovely. Alright. Well, I think we're all set here, which is nice. So I can close out these tags, these clients here. Alright. Alright, time for a clean start. Speaking. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. One of my more favorite games of my entire life. And that's saying something, because if you can tell by my tone of voice, I have played a lot of games. But there's just something about this one. You know, and the original game would have traumatized the hell out of me. This one is a little bit gentler on the soul, and it will show. But I just had one quick question. How's the audio? Because I want to make sure, before we get very far, how is the sound quality? Because this game is very much about the atmosphere. Let's dive in. Oh, good God. I already forgot about this. Good God. Don't worry, chat. It'll all make sense in good time.
The play is afoot.
Your performance was a flop. You're unfit for the role. A cursed production. This is our second attempt and a second failure. You won't be here. You'll do nothing to improve yourself. I'll do better. That is not for you to judge. We gave it all we had. Dismissed. The bird? The bird will give you final. It's been a little while. Not long enough to wash away the memories. That control highlights characters who have something to In the middle of things, indeed.
The soul's mechanics mirror the body's.
They don't trust me anymore. I wasn't even invited to the final council. Where are the birds? Up. Where else if you mean the real ones? Yeah, I meant the real ones. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Can't talk to him no more.
Ugh. It's so cold,
Changed.
isn't it? Like, cold, cold.
Turns out the birds aren't birds at all. Want to know what they are? Lean down and I'll tell you. Lower. Lower now. They're fingers. Did they tell you that? Yeah, it's a direct quote. We're not birds, we're fingers. That's why people call them executors. Are you tired? Want me to relieve your headache? Yeah, it's not like you can actually do that. In the middle of confusion. Birdman. Let me out of here. You want to receive your payment? Well, everyone will get what they are due in the cathedral. That's where the final choice will be made. By whom? The authorities. Fitting. Can I? Yeah? Okay. Right, so this is like your quest log. I remember this bit. This is like your memories, but it's also like the journal. Oh, it's a town map. I'm hated here. Hated here. Hated here. Hated here. Only rats live here. Hated here. Hated. I'm beginning to notice a theme here, Chad. I'm just... something's standing out at me. I think something very bad happened. You know, just a little suspicion. I'm not sure. Things. Okay. I've got some drugs. Some good drugs. Some more drugs. Some morphine. Some chalk, tourniquet, yeah. Yeah, we're good. Except, you know, everything's gone completely to shit. I believe this is supposed to be... and I've already played this game before, so I'm kind of trying my hardest to go at this from a cleaner perspective. But I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be an alternate timeline. Hard specs. Oh god. Note. Okay. Touch. That's how you use. Schaffler contracted it. Konchakov, Jackson, Lieutenant Kriminov. Captain hasn't contracted it. Put a bullet in his head. Okay. Okay. Move along, Doctor. Nothing to see here. Work as usual. Yeah, this one. You know there's no salvation from the sand pest. People go mad with their pain. They're not responsible for their actions. We put them out of their misery and protect the healthy ones. Legal orders. We burn them alive. No, we blame the masters. Nothing. You know nothing about this. You have our instructions compiled by your own doctors. Mode of infection unknown. It's transmitted through air. Hold on, he's got a mask. Saliva, touch, and God knows what else. We've lost half our men already. Go, doctor. Stop lecturing us. If you were better at your job, you wouldn't have to be so good at ours. But there's no cure still. Or do you think we enjoy shooting and burning civilians? These people are healthy. Why have you seized them? They're looters, like I said. It's work as usual. You do your job and we'll do ours. Sure, let them go. A couple less, a couple more. What does it matter? Oh, God. engine is this game on? Yeah? Hello? I know where you're going. Want a piece of advice? Speak. I won't take it. The town is gone, and to hell with it. But the kin are also gone. Your family is gone. Your father remains unavenged, his path unfollowed. The 7 children who entrusted their lives to you are dead. You are the only one left. Do you want to save yourself, at least? So it is an alternate timeline. I do remember that. Okay. You know, we're not going to abandon hope. You don't know the whole situation. Not all's lost. The outbreak can still be cured. That's why I'm going to the cathedral. It's there that a decision about the bombardment will be made. Anyways, do you think she loves you? Think she's a friend and he's a foe because he brought in cannons? Don't talk to her first. Talk to him. Bayar la Saba. And now I need to go. Okay, I set a spell and killed her. Okay. I think the cathedral... Yeah, there's only a straight line. But I think the cathedral is not... Yeah, it's not far. Can I talk to any of these people? No. Definitely can't talk to these people. Yeah? I think the cathedral is this way, and I really don't like this. Did you get a look at that? We'll get a closer look at that in the future. Trust me, chat. But you can't get a good look at it right now, for too many reasons to elaborate. Talk to him first.
For each traitor in the senior army staff, there's a coward, 2 drunkards, and 3 idiots. I'm not sure who's worse.
Is this the doctor? You aren't going to level the town, are you, General? Am I supposed to discuss this matter with civilians? I'm not just any civilian, I'm a doctor. What is this nonsense? State your name and occupation. Artemy Barak, surgeon. See, give me a reason to call off the bombardment. You have 1 chance. Still many survivors. I know how to make a serum. We'll need time to produce it at scale, but the recipe has been developed. No, Barak. If you had told me you had 3 tank cars of that panacea and an army of doctors from the capital ready to administer it, that would have convinced me. As it stands, there is no going back. It's too great a risk. We only had 12 days, that's not enough. Okay.
Restrained and composure.
Why have you come? To confirm you want to meet, we have the means to fight this. The plague, not the outbreak. Who cares? We have already decided everything without you. You've come in uninvited. What did you decide? Who are you to demand reports from us? A backwoodsman? A self-taught doctor practicing barbaric traditional medicine? Oh, but I know who you are. You're the person I was very wrong to put my hopes on. The person who let me down. Out. Now. I know where to get the ingredient from my root serum. We can produce it. Hey, you, over there. Seize this man and throw him out. Just listen to me. And I think we know where this play
One
ended.
got a nod, one got a wink. The third one gets the hint already.
Indeed. So you insist on a second attempt, huh? Stubborn. Not a second. A first one. All right, let's roll then. Let us imagine that the last train has not yet left the station. Just don't be late. All right, let's roll. You're Artemy Barak, a surgeon. You're coming back to your hometown, summoned by a letter from your father. Twilight. I have never ridden the rails. Hello? Well, at least he has etiquette. Hello? How did you get inside this coffin? Me? You were the one in the coffin. Why'd you crawl in there? I was hiding. It's one tiny compartment. Your bones must be hurting. A coffin is the best means of transportation in the world. It can get you to unimaginable places. You look alive, though, so that vehicle is beyond your means for now. A free rider, huh? Just like you. No? Alright. Yeah, no one sells tickets to ride this train. I'm coming home. All I need is to avoid distraction. I have nothing, not even a kopeck to my name. Okay. Don't worry about that sound, chat. I'm sure it's perfectly normal. It's all okay. Hold on 1 second. We're good. Hablas inglés? Railroads are beautiful. They always lead to one place you can't turn from, except when there's a silly mistake like this crash. Dying just to escape fate. Stupid. Boring. Who are you? Us? Kind volunteers, who advise you to return to the train car. It will soon leave. What happened? Ahead or behind? Something monstrous ahead? I don't see any danger. Look closer. Ahead is death. Would you like to check? What about the bowling tracks? That is Bolsteroch, a creature of steppe legends from which the world was created. What was he trying to achieve here? Stupid. Life can never prevent death. Okay, what's ahead then? Why the fires? As you can see, the blood no longer flows in this artery. There is a clot. You're a doctor, aren't you? Do you have medicine with you? What are those black flakes? What clot? How should we know? You're the doctor, not us. Go and see. We're only ensuring no other trains are derailed. We'll fix yours, too, once the beast leaves the tracks. I'll go on foot. Someone's waiting for me. Yeah, that's a cow. Hold on. I need to... Someone is messaging me, and I need to silence it. Never mind. Hello? Want to share secrets? You first. I'm worried. People won't be so happy to see me in the town. What if they do shun me like some mutt and slam doors in my face? What if my toll is too small? I could fail to meet my goal, but maybe this is only anxiety. Yes, I can do it. Oh, for someone! I'm so sorry. Where is Telegram? Who is I'm so mad. Thank you. You don't look like a tax collector. They ride first class. Also, hold on. I'm so... Don't mind me, I'm just having a stroke. Okay. I'm sorry about that. You don't look like a tax collector. They ride first class. Not really. It's your turn now. Be honest and your fate will change. That's how it goes. I'm worried about my father. I'm a surgeon. I'm worried about my father. He summoned me with a letter. A troublesome one. Something bad has happened. Do you want to play? I'm game. Dice? What are the stakes? Your fate. You're a funny man. In case you're just joining, chat, I'm pretty sure this is all still a dream. I'm still pretty sure this is a dream. I'm not entirely sure, but I think this is a dream. Egg. The chicken is yet to be seen. People mostly eat on empty illusion of possible. Yes. My eggs also contain philosophy. What else can be looted around here? Soap bottles. Okay. A fingernail. The ferryman requires payment before he'll let me on the boat. This odd coin will do. A needle. Okay. Most of these items, there is a little bit of crafting in this game. Crafting and bartering of a sort. So everything you see is useful. Someone heavy. I hear heavy steps in the dark. I can't see you. Are you deaf? No, but I'm a doctor. What's wrong with you? Water. I'm so thirsty. I need a drink of fresh water. Please bring it to me. Where do I get it? Outside, in the yard. Hard to talk. Wait for me. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be robbing this lady. Where's the exit? Let's try another door. There we go. Okay. Drink. Okay. In case you haven't gleaned it, I will let you in. This is the almost tutorial in a way. Did you murder him? Each has 2 eyes and 2 ears. Most have 1 nose and 1 mouth. Riddle me this. If eyes and ears were switched, what would be right? If noses and mouths were switched, what would be fixed? Did you kill him? Answer the question. Kabaila. You're a stepman. You must know the answers. I don't. Then be on your way. People don't kill people. Are you even human? Legends of the dog-headed men have been slightly exaggerated. Sir? Thirsty fellow traveler? Not me, someone else. There's water in the wooden barrel behind you. You walked past your goal, not for the first time, and certainly not for the last. I saw the light. I thought it invited me here. Like a moth. Ouch. Okay. Where am I? I can't open a map. So I think this is like a tutorial station. Or it's been a while. Or has it? Were these always here? I suppose they were. What is C? I don't think this was here before. I don't think you were here before. Excuse me. Bad dream? Yeah. Why'd you wake me up?
Did I? Awake to sleep, it doesn't matter. You're a restless man. I just wondered what's inside you.
Same stuff as everyone else. Blood, intestines. Oh, why?
Just who I am. I like to get under other people's skin, to look beneath the surface.
Yes, same here. And I believe this is the last tutorial dream? It has been a while. Let Mother Bodho caress your step. Cold wounds. You haven't forgotten your people, have you? I'm not one. I wasn't raised on the steppe. Do you have a good heart? Who's the judge? We hear earth with our hearts. The heart has a pulse. So does earth. If they sing in harmony, you hear the language of earth and herbs, the language of warmth and cold. Look, Tanger, and listen. Whose words are all around? What does earth say? I can't decipher this language. A lot of time has passed. You are gone. You forgot many things. Your heart is spoiled, Katanger. Let us see if it is rotten. How can you see that? The fight will show. Whose heart is keen? Who hears the unheard words? You will see my heart. The king's blood runs through me. I was never torn from my people. I'll take a look. Q to raise fists. Mouse to strike. Okay. Mouse left to power attacks. I remember a little bit. It's like Skyrim, but a little better. Okay. So no attacks are weaker. Block enemy attacks. Where are we? Not all attacks can be blocked. Okay. Where are... Oh, there's a train. Stamina is restored faster when you block in combat. Spilled his blood. Let us trade hearts, Crowbloom. Let's become kin. What do you have of mine? Isn't it rotten? A river of good washes away a drop of rot. There is no me in you. There is a people, Katange. Mix your flesh with ours. All right, let it be so. Good heart. And this is the trade system. I remember this bit. Each item might have a different value associated to different people. Depending on the type of person, you might be able to anticipate what they want out of a trade. Ugh. A human heart. Living, but vermiculous. Okay. I think that's it. I think everything else from this point isn't a dream.
We're almost there.
Aren't you relieved?
Oh yes, can't wait to get there. Just can't wait.
Feels like we're riding in circles.
Well, it was nice passing the time. Good luck with your father. I'm sure he can't wait.
I hope so. Hello? Maybe I was wrong. I may have been wrong. Coming home. There's darkness ahead. Black cloud. This time I'm home in many years. Life in the water. This place is wrong. It's not my home. Who is in the back room?
My dear son, Artemy, I write to you after so many years apart in the hopes that you may find a way to return to us. Something worries me. I fear a difficult trial approaches. I hope that your studies have proven fruitful, and that you have achieved great skill as a surgeon. Such skill might be of use here. I remain the only physician in this town, but you know that I am growing old. I need an assistant.
Hello? Hello? Who is in the back room? After the intro, the game will no longer autosave. Find places to save manually. Okay. Now we're free. Specs finds out his hometown has changed beyond recognition. Yeah, they're not going to need things anymore. I need to be a little bit fast. Pocket watch. Recently stopped. The owner most likely died. Okay. I think I can read item descriptions in the inventory, but let me introduce you to something very important about this game. Time. It marches steadily onwards, just like it does for all of us. So we'll examine this stuff here. Toast. Okay, food. An empty bottle. Fishing hooks. Sharp objects are regarded as dangerous and thus frowned on by the locals. Yes? Clara the Deranged says that everyone has a hook to grab, but she's a manipulator. What everyone actually has is a knot to untie. Okay. A scrap name. When a person is done with their name, they discard it. People in this town are like a flight of birds, and birds don't require names. Individuality is overrated. And these? It's said that Clara the Changeling, a thief girl who claims to be a saint, can repair any sharp object just as easily as she cures the sand pest simply by laying her hands upon it. Yes? Chestnuts? There are no trees around here, yet chestnuts are pervasive. Truly a town of mystery. The game goes like this. Find a nut that has traveled far, guess its name, shake it, and listen to stories from the soul trapped inside. This originated with the polyhedron. We didn't play it as kids. Clearly, averts bad fortune. Unhelpful to me. But some people value it. You can't bring about good fortune, but you can craft it, like this hand-woven charm. I suppose I could trade it for something. It's kind of cool. Matches, okay. And fingernails, I saw these earlier. Kids play Mice and Guardians with these. The rules of the game are unknown, but the rumors say they change every day. How would... Okay, and I have 22 coins. Hello?
The worst is yet to come.
You hit hard for a hunchback. Whoa, boy, you screwed up. Those 3 guys are dead. I saw you do it too. You're gonna be in serious trouble. The hunchback kid, I'm bent over in pain here. You need to handle that bleeding, old man. You're covered in blood. Your own blood. I know that. Here you go, a tourniquet. It used to be my leash, but seems like you need it more. Thanks. You're a nice and disturbing child. Man, you really have some anger problems, don't you? Zing, blam. 3 guys dead. That ain't the right way. Ain't how we do things around here. Kid, around here isn't... Okay, what's the right way? Well, you gotta be nicer. Just hit him. 3 times, max. Send him running and let him run. You don't actually have to kill everyone who bothers you. Jeez. I'll keep that in mind. You can speak to someone a few times in a row.
When the cat's away, the mice will play.
The one with the knife was Kirik, a leather worker. Not gonna cry for him. That guy was nuts. Was this an ambush? How long were they waiting for me? They weren't waiting for you. I think you were an accident. Is this kind of accident common around here? Sometimes, but things usually go smoothly and everyone meets the fate they were destined for. Every bullet finds its billet. Okay, why'd they jump me? I don't know. Rumors going around that someone else got murdered tonight. Guess I should sniff around and find out. Who knows? Maybe it's true. I hope it's not. Anything else? No. Definitely not from them. I think I can use... Yeah. By the way, this game has something approaching permadeath. I think if you die, it has extreme consequences. It doesn't, like, nuke your entire playthrough, because this can be a hefty game. But... Victor Kane never carries a watch around, but always knows the correct time. Down to the second, we've tested him. Can he tell by the stars? Tourniquet. I'm gonna use it. I think that was like 10% of my health. Let's talk to this guy first.
Be quiet. He must not hear your voice. Lean close. He only speaks in lies and wants you dead.
I'll be damned, does everyone want me dead?
Do not go home, Barack. Stay clear of home. In town you have some friends yet, do you not?
And yes, father is unhappy with me, isn't he?
Unhappy? Far from it, far as can be. But still, do not go home, I beg of you. Heed my words true. Avert your doom, Barack.
Averting doom isn't my style.
The town is yours, Barack. May you soon find out deep how far its roots run down your spine. May you inhabit it, sink through its pores, learn vein and artery, nerve and blood and cell. You need no home beyond the town itself. Forget that place you so eagerly seek. I beg forgiveness. Grievous harm will come to me should I tell you more than I can.
I'll keep what you said in mind. Well, Barack, you're nearly dead. Got a few minutes left. I'm here to announce your demise. Are you with them? Of course I'm not. They were just peaceful townfolk. Craftsmen, factory workers, good sons and fathers, but me, I'm much more dangerous. I'm the mask of fate. And what's mine? It's not pretty, Barack. Really? Why? You've been bashed on the head several times, and the locals' fists are heavy, and one of those 4 stab wounds looks deep, significant blood loss too, and the local climate is unforgiving in terms of strain. Do you have any heart conditions?
Heh. Your health is a mess. I'm guessing you haven't eaten in several days, and that you didn't sleep last night, did you? That's what I thought. So your hunger and exhaustion are critical too. I wonder which of these afflictions would be the death of you first. So what's your plan? Any advice? Dressing your wounds would be a good idea. Thanks, Beakhead, but the doggy over there already helped me. What doggy? Barack, are you hallucinating already? There aren't any dogs here. I could use more bandages, though, if I knew where to get them. A drugstore, Barack. You've been studying surgery for 6 years, and you're just finding this out now. But it's not just about the wounds. Even when they say they're dressed, you still need to be aware of your body. It's not always on your side. Pay attention to its needs. What next? Next, you die, anyway, because the whole town will soon have it out for you. And it's got nothing to do with those 3 poor souls you've just done in. Great. Why do they hate me? My colleague over there can explain it better. That's his role. Mine is teaching you how your body works so you don't die before you make it home.
I don't need it. I'm a doctor, remember?
Persistent, huh? Good. Maybe you'll even survive a day or 2 this way.
I think the stars end conversations, so I'm gonna go with this one here. Got a bite? Birdseed's fine. Food is sold in shops.
Though your reputation might prevent you from a warm welcome. But there's a meat warehouse nearby that was conveniently broken into recently. The perpetrators walked down the railroad tracks. There, ahead and to the right. Think you can catch up to them?
The railroad track that goes through the warehouse is just a stone's throw away.
Godspeed, Barack. Though I doubt it'll be easy, God's presence or not.
Any useful advice?
Be careful, be stealthy. People are scared out of their minds now and quick to attack. Trust no one. Speak to my esteemed colleague over there. He wants a word with you.
Alright. That's it for that guy. Beak.
Welcome home, Warden. You've been away a while. You probably don't even remember the heady scent of twire in the air. Do you know why you got attacked?
No clue.
The whole town is looking for a murderer. A very important and respected man was killed last night. The townfolk loved him better than some children love their fathers. Don't be too hard on them.
Should I feel bad for them? Okay. What does this have to do with me?
You've just got that sort of face. Suspicious, unfamiliar, menacing.
But I'm not a local. I'm from here.
Whatever. That bit's not important. Time is short. Oh, and by the way, Barack, time is important. Be careful how you spend it, and be aware that you don't have much left.
I know, a few more minutes. Your colleague already told me.
Well, a little more.
I intend to live to 80, no less. We're a long-lived family.
You've got less than 2 weeks, Barack. 12 or so days. Trust me, I'm a specialist. So use your time well. And hurry home now. Why are you wasting your time here? Your father's waiting.
I should hurry home. That's why I returned to town, after all. And it begins. The railroad tracks through the warehouses, which I think are this east side of town. Home. I was summoned back to my hometown by a distressing letter from my father. I should hurry home. His letter, he wrote that we face a difficult trial. Or how did he write we? I don't remember. Someone important was murdered tonight. I'm at a funny dog-eared station. Sweet home. They welcome me with knives. Okay. What time is it? 8 o'clock. I will let you in on one secret, chat. This game has a lot of scavenging. It's almost like, only rats live here. Press left shift to run. Okay. Do I even know where I'm going? I've played this before. I should remember. Railroad tracks through the warehouses. Those are huge plants. control, concentrate, and find your bearings. Okay. I think that's 8 o'clock. Okay. Bottles. Hello, strangers. Bottles, garbage, strange noises. Oh, my brothers in spirits, behold a man, head higher than the sky. Behold a creature of well-earned pride. Dare I trouble you, good sir, with trivial talk? Go ahead, I'm listening. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that must be borne. Oh, friend, if only I could quench my thirst, I'd give heaven and earth for a sip of cold water. You're literally next to a pub. The pub is closed, good sir, but even if it wasn't, what makes it open, really? One must ask oneself. And anyway, Stammerton the curmudgeonly has introduced new rules with another sort of liquid flowing. A fiery one. A good one. But not the one I need at the moment. So, do you have water? I don't, but the river's right there. You'll make it, I believe in you. Only brute beasts drink from the water. Us proud men deserve spring water. It's brought here in barrels, but they're often empty. I would get it there, but I have no bottles. I'd drink from a fountain, but I might faint first. The air is far too heady. The air is... You actually do seem about to faint. A stroke seems closer than the river. Introducing, I believe, the drunkards. And so remember when I told you that, like, every type of person has a different thing. I think, like, the hobos and drunkards in town will trade, like, water for medical supplies and, like, other knickknacks. And, like, the native steppe people, I think, are the same? Or are they also a class of drunk? I can't recall. You? Okay, 3 homeless men. Water. And a T-posing man in the distance. Well, first things first. I remember that sound. A straight razor. With the hind quarters. No one cares about you. Where is everyone? So relieved they brought fresh water from the springs. Otherwise, we'd have to drink from the Gorkin. Have you lost it? You see the abattoir over there? Guessed where all its waste gets dumped. I believe an abattoir is like a slaughterhouse. You have no sense of humor, Tanik. Who drinks from the Gorkin? Even blood would be better. So fresh spring water is good news, but I wonder how long it will last. It used to last for a while. Did something change? Fat Vlad used to manage the water bearers. Now it's his son. The father is cruel, but he knows his business. The son is kinder, but useless. He'll certainly mess everything up. Why? What use are kind people? We aren't kind. We deserve no kindness. You're not cruel, just bitter. Vlad the Younger manages the water bearers now, but he's a simpleton. I've even heard rumors he might be digging a well. Surely false, of course. Even somebody completely incompetent wouldn't do that. Indeed, I doubt anyone in the town would be so reckless as to dig a well. Did the game? Okay. Herb brides have various tools for sale. Okay. Yeah? Hello? Hey, Carlotta. I didn't do anything. Why did they just run away? I don't know. They behave so strange. What are you doing here, Boscon? I brought my bones here. Why? I won't explain to you. I did nothing wrong. I just brought my bones here. What's wrong with that? These bones are mine. I didn't steal them. I tell the truth. You're acting strange, and people rarely appreciate that. What's so strange about that? They're the strange ones. Come to think of it, people don't usually toy around with bull skulls. if I remember right, the idea is that this town is almost like a fusion of like the Eastern Russian steppe. But I'm pretty sure you don't have people like that out there. But it's almost like the town that time forgot, in the middle of nowhere. So there's so many things that are off. It reminds me of the story I heard about, excuse me? Everyone calm down now. No more mob justice. What the fuck do you want? Everything is dealt with here. No more blood. What's dealt with? The murderers. It wasn't them, and if it was, it's up for the judge to decide. Are you one of the crazies who can't keep their fists in check? I'm Artemy Barak, Isidor's son. I only arrived today. Something happened this night. I'm not sure exactly whatself. There's a rumor spread. A steppe golem had stolen a woman's shape and started to kill. Stone Age idiocy. They beat several steppe girls to death. I wonder if Twire drives folks insane. Were these the ones who beat girls to death? They tried. That's alright though. They'll be taken to town hall and dealt with now. I was attacked today. Even though I cannot be hardly confused for a girl. Absurdity. How could it happen? How could anyone call themselves human after that? God. Go. Calm down and be on your way. I have nothing to do with any of this. I was going to say, it reminds me of those stories about the legend that there was like this rural family in Russia that didn't know the revolution happened. And so like they stumbled upon them living in like a cottage out in the middle of Siberia in like the 1940s. And they still thought they were living under the Tsar because they hadn't spoken to like another human being in decades. Hey, we're here. Excuse me? There, locked shut, won't let anyone in. Not that I object. There must be order, and so it was ordered. Our house was locked. Who ordered that? Saburov, of course. The governor. And where did my father go? So you're Barak's son, then? The one who left town so long ago? You missed him by hours, because it wasn't in the cards. Couldn't you have gotten here, say, yesterday? Everything would be different then, and he waited for you so he'd get on with it. What happened? Old Barak is dead. Dead? Dead. No one knows how. Rumor has it he was murdered. A load of bull. He was like a father to all of us. Who would kill him? I don't buy it. So that's who was killed tonight. The crowd's gone mad like frightened children. So eager to catch someone, anyone, and no idea who. Some say it was an outsider. Others a shabnak. When it hits home, people are quick to drag the clay wench from the depths of memory. Why an outsider? Who else? And a shabnak? Honestly, you're hardly better than a pack of children. A shabnak a deer, a thing of steppers. Guess I don't recall what it is. Earth is living. In the wake of great change, wrath, pain, fear, anxiety, all these grow in its belly, until one day it disgorges a creature of clay and dead bones. It often looks like a woman, and the longer it walks among us, the more it looks like a living person. And you think a shabnak killed my father? Well, maybe the killer was a shabnak. Who else? A person couldn't have done it. You think so? Isidore was a man. Men must not kill men, and so men do not kill men. At least not in this town, they don't. Obviously they do now. Oh, but of course he wasn't killed. People are mad with grief, so they parrot nonsense. And Saburov, he's only too happy to prey on these rumors. He will dig his claws deep into this case to flaunt his value, mark my words. Saburov, he's in charge now. Well, yes and no. The real ruler is Vlad Vlad. Money's power and the town's business, and they all belong to Ogimsky. The factory, the abattoir, the railroad, all his. The Kanes still have the power of fear, and Saburov, well, he's technically the leader of the three, but only technically. Where's my father's body? No clue. People used to bring the dead to your father. You know, a doctor. How will we live now? No idea. Unbelievable. The war, the train delayed. What a terrible year. Do you even have a place to stay now? Yes, I have friends in town. 3 at least. They'll help me. Do you think they still remember you? It's been 6 years after all. Well, maybe not all of them, but someone has to, right? Okay, it is locked.
What a long neck and a fat body, and who is for feet? So it's an albino. And people say it wasn't the Earth that made it.
Why are you covered in blood? I fell down the stairs. You're an outsider. I've never seen you before, and I know everyone. I'm from here, but I've been away for a while. You do look like the old man. You could be his son. I am his son. What I want to know is, why are you covered in blood? Haven't you seen what the streets are like? Whatever. But I'll remember you. Nice meeting you. Sticky? Where do I go now? Father's dead. I was too late. Shabnak deer. A clay golem of local legend steals the shape of a young woman. Lara Ravel. Shelter. We used to be friends. Hopefully, you can sleep at her place. So way across town. Or Reuben. My father's student. Almost a brother to me. I should see him. He will help me. Redhead Grigory Fallin, aka Bad Grief, always goads me into doing crazy stunts. We used to have a secret lair in the warehouse. Okay, so the 3 friends they were talking about. Yes. I remember this game has a... Thoughts? People. I see. Nerves and blood. Like family blood? Don't think I can go that way. One thing that's important about this game, I remember, is you need to pay attention to routes. Because it's all about like time management and resources. It's that kind of survival game. It's the salesman algorithm, but an entire game. And so much more. They couldn't suspect me of patricide, could they? Of course not. Impossible. Yeah? Clothing shop, yes. So Ruben's house. How do I get inside? Door on the left. Hole in the fence, okay. Hello? A Shabnak always steals the form of a woman, but that's mere illusion, broken the moment it starts to run. That's when you notice the legs, made of bone or clay. It leaves no trace behind. When it runs, the illusion dissolves, like a smell carried away on the wind. Here's my method. If it doesn't have any brains, that means its head is made of clay. Take it right to the cemetery. Right. The cemetery's where they come from. Lots of clay there, and bones. Man, this guy's an asshole. You know what? Off to the cemetery you go. Say hello to the ghosts for me. And that's how the conversation ends. Lost in translation? I'm not sure. Mr. Rubin? No. Locked. 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 That looks promising. Hello?
I'm no positivist. There are things in this world beyond our mundane perception.
Well, one thing is clear. You are a very, very lucky man, which means you need to take care of yourself. You are so careless, Varrock. It is Artemy Varrock, right? And you are? Daniil Demkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine, at your service. But where's Reuben? This place used to belong to a friend of mine. My dear fellow, Reuben is no friend of yours. Quite the opposite, actually. Any observer could deduce that your hypothetical meeting would have little to no chance of ending well. Why? Your Reuben has utterly murderous intents. Isidore meant quite a lot to him. Your father was his mentor. Reuben even considers himself old Barak's true son, unlike you. Anyway, he thinks you're to blame for your father's death. What a load of... I managed to convince him that you didn't actually kill Isidore. Well, not empirically. But I'm under the impression that, in Reuben's mind, you still caused your father's death. You did, after all, take your sweet time getting here, while Isidore was counting on your help. Is that true? No, it's not. I sense some foul play in your valiant attempt to save me from my best friend. Look, you have my condolences, Varrock, but since we've established that you owe me, let me explain how you'll repay your debt. Things are about to get a little tense, and I only need one thing. Just do exactly as I tell you. You're a doctor, right? I'm a surgeon, a good one, too. Allow me to sum up. Reuben told me he's the only decent doctor in town, but you're a competent surgeon. I need you alive, healthy, and quiet. Close at hand. Spare me any wild improvisations. I'll be the one handling the situation. Medicum morbo adhibere. I always sucked at that stupid language. I'll assume that was an apology. How about you just shut up? I'll deal with Reuben myself. No middleman required. Where is he? Gone to carry out orders. From now on, your Reuben does what I tell him to. He entered my service of his own accord. I suggest that you do the same. It will help everyone. I just hate big city dandies who think they know what to do best. I don't think he will object to me helping myself to everything here. I think... yeah. Anything? A cowbell? Oh, sure. Money, fish hooks, marbles, hazelnuts, and more money. I think there's a back room. Yes, there is. And another back room? Let's loot this first. Springs, money, pemmican, chestnuts. I believe the chestnuts have good value to trade with children. Like, I don't think you're supposed to eat them. Like, you can, but you shouldn't. Because they're more valuable as a trade good. That's how a lot of things in this game go. Broken ampule, a rusty scalpel. Okay, so I have a weapon. A crappy weapon, but a weapon nonetheless. More money. I don't know how much money that is. Twyrine. Okay, we saw this name thrown around a lot, so... Drink to reveal places and events hidden from naked eyes. The town calls to me, but it's hard to hear over my own thoughts. If I quiet them down, I can sense the pull of life all over town. Almost sounds like peyote or something. The skull is in the cage to protect you from it. Okay, the save stations. I think we'll go to one more friend's location, and then I might need to call it a night. Yeah, maybe. It's only 10:30. It's not terribly long. I would like to check one thing. No, can I go anywhere else? No, let's be on our way. So you're old Brock's son? Yes, I've got bad news. Could it get any worse? Someone sharing your features spilled blood. It became known. People want revenge. They say whoever murdered the 3 men at the station today is also responsible for Simon Kane's death. Simon Kane? Well, what else are they responsible for? What else? You won't like it. Townsfolk realize murder is no longer taboo. People sensed they can now kill others. First, they looked for a Shabnak Adag and killed several women. Then they went after the steppe creatures, Adongs. They're frightened. They turned to animals. Have there been many victims? Yes, but you're too filled with your own grief now to care. You're wrong. You have nothing to do with it, I know. I'm a ferryman. Well, almost. Actually, I'm a train driver. I know you were on my train. I wasn't alone, by the way, but you were. We drivers can feel the living weight. There was only one human being on that train. You. Uh-oh. I suspected it was just a dream. The townsfolk aren't too fond of ferrymen and drivers, so we will help you. Go to a quay, show your face to a worm, and he will take you wherever you need to go for a fingernail. Show your face to a man, and he will help you out with equipment. I have a fingernail already. Thank you. Children? You're the man everybody's after, right? You look like the description. What description? You know, big, fat, dangerous, with bulgy eyes and a weird leg, a scary mug, and a stupid look on his face. Must be you. Thanks, kid. At least I know what I look like now. Really? Well, whatever. It's good we found you. We need help. Okay, what for? We need you to hold a trial for a murderer, and we can't do it without you. We need help. You've caught a murderer, or was it the murderer? It's kind of hard to say. So would you come? If you're telling the truth, I'm in luck. The courthouse is in a warehouse, the one with little flags. Hurry up, they're starting soon. The warehouse with little flags. Oh, I remember. Seems like you kids took over our old place. And you? So what? Is the asshole still in there? The one with the carpet bag? Yeah, he's in there. I hereby grant you every right to throw something at him if you so desire. But where's Dr. Reuben? We need a doctor. Reuben isn't here, kids. We've got zero... Well, I'm a doctor. What's the issue? There's been a disaster. Alma, Duke, and Wolfling were poisoned. Where are they? In a warehouse with little flow. Go down the way. Yes, lead the way. I can't. We need to go to a drugstore and find bones, and a whistle, and a shovel. Or Notkin will bite our heads off. You'll find the place on your own. It's easy. Bones and whistles are cures for poison. Good luck with that. I have a bunch of things. Father had been killed by the very thing that made him summon me so urgently. It's possible. There are ferrymen in the town. Okay. They're waiting for me. Okay. Seems like the local urchins need assistance. Okay, we're going south first, because that's a lot of quests in one location. Out-of-town dandy kindly informed me that stock considers me a patricide. Madness. I guess it's for the best I missed him. Man. 3 poisoned patients are in a warehouse we used to play in when we were kids. They seem to require medical help. I'm trying to murder. Could it be? Okay. Oh, I'm getting very hungry. I just noticed that. We only have... Okay, we're gonna eat... There's some trade-offs in this game. A lot of items will increase one bar, but decrease another. Usually it's a balance. Thirst impacts your maximum running stamina. You can talk? No. Ask for repair. Right! Different classes of people can also repair different things. So like young-ish working-class men can like repair melee weapons and tools. I think working-class women can repair clothing. And I think men can like repair guns too, I think. And trade. What do you got? And one thing I do remember, and one piece of advice if you ever play this, is you want to collect springs and gears. I won't tell you why, you'll figure that out on your own time, but they have tremendous value going on down the road. get a lot out of this. I got everything out of this. Good. Peanuts. Give me munch down with little effect. The kids here would sell their souls for a handful. Okay. Can I get water? Okay. Is that Whisper Man? Whisper Man, I haven't seen you since college.
At last, a crowd now gathers round my act. Sit down like that now, watch. Death by starvation.
Too busy. Speaking of starvation, any food at all? Ah, more tutorials. So the play actors, the guys in the costumes, are like... they're almost like teachers. The guys in the costumes are more like, I think, survival and like inner monologues. And the guys in the bird costumes are almost like the fates. Like in the Greek mythology sense. Like they just kind of toy with people.
So the good sir fancies a slice? Have one. Shan't last. In half hour's time my act resumes. Come see Death by Starvation, lads and lasses.
That's okay. I'll just find another freak with toast.
Wrong. You should look for freaks that trade in trash. Perhaps they're home-owning freaks too, who were foolish to see you rummage through your paltry things.
It's not a bad idea, actually. I got free bread, and I think there's a few more tutorial people around town. On the first day, anyway. The first day is very hard to die on, I think. But it's very important that you play it right. It's very important that you get all of this right. In the meantime... very nice. Hello? You need blood. People hide their eyes when they see. Yes, I would run away from that too. You are being hunted. You'll need a weapon. Yeah, I could use one about now. Just so happens that no one carries firearms around these parts. It's a peaceful town. That's for the best. And it just so happens that I have a revolver, but I can't give it away for free. For a reasonable price, though. Where'd you get it? Our storekeeper has his way of finding curios. He orders them from the big world to be delivered by train on Big Vlad's behalf. That's all right. The master can take it. What's your price? 3,000. Are you nuts? I don't have this sort of money. I can wait for 2 days. If you don't take it by then, I'll do business with someone else. My circumstances are humble. As for the money, you'll have no trouble getting it. Isidore must have left you an inheritance. It's hard to talk about now, I understand, but business is business. I didn't come here for the inheritance. I wanted to see my father. Secondly, Isidore must have taught you how to hear and pick medicinal herbs. They're in bloom now, and merchants in the Broken Heart, I think that's a local pub, would give you a decent price for them. Yeah, fine, I'll be back tomorrow and use it for a day. Can I at least look at the gun? Hey, I can. It's a Webley Fosbury. Oh, I know that name means nothing to most of you. But bless their heart. A 6-chambered military-grade revolver, imprecise, limited range. Sounds beautiful. And wormmen.
We believe that you didn't kill our patriarch. We'll transport you along the Gullet and the Guzzle, the tributaries of the Gorkin, our kind river. But it will still cost you fingernails. There's no other way.
What about toenails?
We heard this joke too many times. It was never funny.
Sure, sorry.
The Gorkin is a kind river, but its waters isn't for humans. You can't drink from the Gorkin. You ought not walk into it either. We traverse its edge. It's frightening. We need fingernails so that we can always return.
I see. And now you get it. They're fast travel tokens. There's no ink ribbons in this game, even though there are save stations, but there most certainly is another cost. For a fingernail, you can transport passengers to any other improvised quay, which is sometimes faster than walking. So it might actually be faster to walk to here than to, you know, sail all the way around. See what I meant about the salesman algorithm? It's this idea that charting an optimal route can be a very troubling question, you know, and the amount of computing and choices you need to consider increases exponentially with the amount of things you need to do and the number of destinations and stops you need to make. Exhibit A. And given that this town is a maze, it means that I'm going to be doing some things very imprecise and nobody in the comments section is going to be happy at me. I'm prepared for that. Well, mentally. My body's already broken. That's the one with the flags. Those look like those salt crystal lamps that are so popular at Target and Walmart. It's got something drawn on it. Hi. People avoid me in the streets. I think everyone... You're unwelcome here. Oh. Okay, so they are reputation markers. And that thing, which we will get to later, and that big heart thing, used to be a temple. Now a giant slaughterhouse. Off limits. The cemetery. You're always welcome here. What's this? Okay. Dream Mistis... Nina's tomb. Even in death, she remains passionate and restless. This virus is Victoria's tomb. The worm has not found her resting place. She rests all across the town's yards, streets, houses. Okay. Child? Look, see everyone, the doctor's here. Who's sick? You're too late. They died. Why didn't you come sooner? What kind of a doctor are you? 3 kids dead and no one cares? Not kids. Worse. Those were our dogs. Ah. Who poisoned them? Somebody evil. Notkin's planning on holding a trial. He wanted you to be there, too. At least they made it in time for the trial. Not all's lost. You? That traitor Leica. You saw this morning, by the way. How you got off the train and beat those thugs to a pulp. The dog man is Leica. So I have a living, breathing witness. Not for long, he's doomed. Why? He killed Duke Wolf. Oh. Notkin will punish him for that. I need him to confirm my alibi first. You?
If only we had a trolley. We'd ride it down the rails away from this place.
You're here. Good. The trial can begin. But who are the accused? Who are you? Notkin. Chief Notkin around here. But the real question is, who are you? I'm Martin Barak, son of Isidore. A question first. They say you're no son of old Barak. He was a doctor. He saved lives. It's said that you killed instead. Is that true? Ah, so that's who the accused is. Well, I'm a Barak, have no doubt. Answer the question, please. Are you a murderer or no? Killing is not necessarily murder? No. Calm down. No need to get defensive. Or are you uncomfortable doing this in front of my soul and a halves? You want to put me on trial? No, aren't you cheeky? Cheeky or not, this isn't a game. We're talking about something important here. Okay, I'm all ears. Tell me, is it right to kill? We need to know what you believe, old Barak. Well, he wasn't just a doctor to us, he was a teacher. He knew how to live. You say you are his son, so you're here to take his place and answer. Is murder acceptable? Only in self-defense. So murder can be right sometimes. Who are you planning on killing? It's not about me, but about us. My souls and a halves always hang together. So that's their gang. Answer the question. Take your time if you need to. You very may well be choosing our fate. I'm gonna need a big sip for this. Fine. Yes, sometimes killing is acceptable. Good. We now know the kind of man you are. Here ends the trial. You're free to go. I don't get it. Please. You have your revenge, and so do we. We now know how to deal with Leica, and that verdict can't be appealed. All you and I have in common is that now we'll go. Thanks to me. Wait, what? I think I just fucked myself. Wait a second, what did this Leica do anyway? Leica poisoned our friends who are weak and defenseless. It's an open and shut case. You mean the dogs? We are souls and they halves. To us, they were not mere dogs, but friends, and we prefer them to people. Why do they call you souls and halves? We each have a half beside our own souls. See that gray cat there chasing his own tail? That's Jester. We're always together. I see no cat, though. Of course you don't. He's my half. Jester will only show himself to you when I trust you. So about this Leica, why do you care? Listen, kids, I'll handle this. Where did that come from? He's our problem, not yours. You've done your part. We'll do the rest. You're scaring me. You'll put him on guard. I, however, can get the drop on him. Perhaps you could, and then what? You know what? If he's as bad as you say, I'll drag him over here. You know what? Give him this leash. He'll understand what it means. Will you do this for us? A leash? Why? Well, he's untrained, so just giving him command won't do. But this leash will do the trick. Just give it to him, deal? I don't want to decline the quest, but I'm not intrigued. We have a deal. Murky says it's by the gumstone. What is that? The gumstone! Stepword from the basket. Aren't you supposed to know all this? Or do you step folk have different names for everything? Yeah. The step people call it Urhilu. Hate to see you around. No, nah, it's the same. I know the place.
I don't know the place.
The souls and the halves want to punish the culprit who poisoned their dogs, but they don't want them to do something they'll regret for the rest of their lives. And... okay. I think I should stop by Bad Grief's little lair here, and then I think I should probably call it. Who are these other people? Knives, scissors, blades, razors. Anything sharp. If you've got a sharp axe, I'm interested. Getting armed and ready? Those items are what I barter for. We need them. Trust me, kid. What would you give me for sharp objects? Lock-picking shivs. If you're handy with locks, you can open 3 or 4 doors with one, brand new. And needles, good for smaller locks, like locker locks. So you need trade needles for knives? Strange. Oh, so you aren't a local. We aren't allowed razors. If they catch us, we'll be grounded for a year. Might even get spanked. Let's try with the bullshit. Razors aren't the only forbidden sharp objects. So where'd you get all those pins? You break into a tailor shop? Sure. A train full of needles derailed outside my window. Happy now? Why do you care? We barter because we don't need pins anymore. We've outgrown them. You're all grown up, aren't you? Now, listen, kid. Only butchers are allowed cutting tools in this town. Got it? Are you a butcher? I'm a surgeon. It's like a butcher, but with a sharper knife. So this guy trades, looks like mostly weaponry and lockpicks. Bullets? Bullets, but no gun. In exchange for junk and sharp objects. That's a lot of money for a lot of trade value for... Do I want to do this? Can I make this even if I... the moray must have been in a... What's a moray? What a strange trade. Perfect. We now have 2 bullets. And no gun. Thank you. Thank you for actually coming. You're so brave. Look, we all made a gift for you to welcome you here. See? It's bread. Please don't frown. It's all we can spare. We need to eat too. There's a lot of mouths to feed here. Why are you doing this? Sorry it's so stale. Drink the milk fast because it'll go bad soon. But the water is fresh from a ravine. No, wait, keep this, especially if you don't have so much to give. But you're a guest. Take it, or else we'll get bad luck. We need luck more than food now. I understand. Well, if I start taking food from... You know what? I'm beginning to think they're superstitious. So, okay. But only because I just need to make it up to them for trades. Yeah. This is a very big, low-value object. I might want to consider trading these off. Do I have enough? Yes, but only for a bad trade. I'm gonna have to hold on to it. Okay. So, I think we're gonna stop by Bad Grief. And then I think we'll call it for the night. It's only been 2 in-game hours, chat. I hope you brought something like hard liquor that'll last you until tomorrow, and the days after, because this is going to be a long-form thing. What's over here? Anything? Nothing except a waste of my time. Uh-oh. People lock their windows and hide children when I approach. Yeah, I think I made a wrong turn. Forward and slightly to the right. And a grocery store. Okay. I think... Oh, we need food badly. We'll use the toast. Yes. And then there's a well there. Okay. We're doing better. But I think the price of food increases after day 1. Suitably abandoned for a warehouse district. Hello? Right. I believe this is like the shop that will always... This is like the black market shop. So like this dude will always have things for sale. So like I can actually sell off junk items to him too. I can sell everything because he buys and trades and everything. But canned good pemmican. I kind of want to get the canned good because I know it's a good item, but it's also a lot of inventory space, and I need to consider that. How much this is worth? Only 52. It might actually be worth to hold on to trade that later. Smoked meat. Why did I sell that watch? I think those are worth a lot of money. The bullets are worth a fair amount too. Twirane is... I think that lets you discover Easter eggs. Do I have enough money? Hazelnuts. I don't have enough money for that. Okay. Well, that might be worth it. Yeah. No, we're gonna hold on to that little bit of extra money for now. If only because I don't want to give away the other junk I could get. We have a lot of pemmican. It builds character. I don't think I've ever had pemmican. Someone told me that it's not worth it. It's like slime and fat and berries mushed together. What's this made out of? Touch. Pemmican isn't eaten for pleasure. See? This form preserves meat and fat, so that's how Adongs use it before venturing into the steppe for weeks to herd bulls. Yeah, see? I was right. Garbage. Empty bottles. I need that. This is the warehouse fortress, I think. His little hideout. Okay, can't talk to you. You look like you're the guy from the train. I think that's a generic NPC model. Same with that guy. Everyone hates me for talking so much. Hello? Even in a handcrafted town like this, there's an underground, a rat's nest, at odds with the law, at odds with good morals. People come to them with dubious challenges and requests. Grigory's reflection. This is what I meant by, like, inner monologue, by the way. I'll just say it out loud. They're thieves. You know my master, he's your friend. And he hasn't changed much since you last saw him. He always loved to live on the edge, never was a stickler for rules. But he was never truly vile or cruel. Yet he has changed. He wants to seem a kingpin, a king, a local czar of his own turf. Wants to seem, not be. Play a big wheeler-dealer. But that's not who he really is. He's just playing pretend? Don't make me laugh. Would you like to know what your old friend is truly worrying about now? He's playing a dashing scoundrel in front of you, but his soul is trembling. Why? He's worried that blood has started to spill now, and it's probably spilled by his men, the people who rubbed shoulders with him, hiding their teeth at first. He's worried that you'll think he has it all under control, meaning today's craze is his doing. Is it? Perhaps he's partially responsible. Perhaps he did corrupt them with his talk of how any laws but chains that one must break in order to become free and truly human. But he never wanted bloodshed. Keep that in mind. That's comforting, you know. So he's not all bad.
Lose an hour, and you won't catch up in a year.
Indeed. Well, look who's entered my humble home. Could that be my pal Artemy the artist? The Artemy who cuts arteries, maybe? No, I don't recognize this man. Too soft. They must have kept him swaddled and coddled, whatever palace he ran off for. I left for school. Climbing the ladder, then. If only. A little bird told me you're a hard-boiled criminal now. I'll admit, friend, I got misty-eyed with pride. Lucky for you, I can store you anywhere in this warehouse. Ain't no quail nor nightingale would sing a tune.
You're a storekeeper?
Not a keeper of stores, but stories. This town, this great machine, the gears don't turn on their own, no. Not till they're slick with secrets.
Fine, your business, not mine.
Forget it. Tell me this, friend. What's your plan?
Do you know about my father's murder?
I do. May he rest in peace. He was a decent man, and the best sawbones around.
You honor him.
What's his plan, then? Revenge? Or something with a little more finesse?
I'll find out who's behind this, then we'll see.
Just stay away from Sabarov. I mean it, cub. The man's a hawk. All might makes right no sense. He'll throw you in jail first and only think months later. I know you're thick-skulled too. You'll charge in there, shoulders squared, thinking, oh, the truth will win out. Bullshit. Stay away. You hear me?
You finished? Calm down.
A jug sent to the well often is soon smashed.
You run into the old crowd? Stock Reuben, Lara? I've been to Reuben's. He's not home. Gotta say, it's tough time for a friendship. I mean, if you can even call this friendship. Gravel-hearted Lara won't look at me now. And Stock's even worse. He's completely ignored my plea for help.
Need help?
You gone outside recently? It's chaos. Innocent souls torn limb from limb. Everyone's lost their minds hunting the culprit. A step golem something, but others, they're after your hide, friend. All this is going on, naturally. My men ran into a mob. Barely got out alive. They need a sawbones. Bad. The old man's gone, and his star student Stock won't take the job, so...
Let me patch them up. I am a surgeon, after all. Your men still here?
Not here. Shiner dropped by, said they were waiting for death in a hideout. Poor piecework. He's knocking on heaven's door. Got something stuck in the belly. Can you believe, folks? They're all shapeshifters, I swear. Shedding skin, eating each other. May not look it, but every person in this town is a vile beast inside.
I'll use this scalpel you just had laying around then.
Wonderful. You find anything in his belly you don't need, don't toss it. Bring it to me. Might be useful.
What, like a memento? You're still a weird one. Red in the bone, I suppose. Huh? How courteous. Oh. Coffee? Egg? Bandage? Another knife and some needles. And now my inventory is stuffed to the brim.
That doctor's quick on the draw. already shot someone. So much for his oath.
Okay. I assume they're talking about that inner city dandy. It sounds like a band name. Egg. We're going to eat the philosophy. Didn't do a whole lot. But we have a tiny modicum of inventory space. That'll carry us through the rest of the game. Okay. Well, like I said, I think this might be a good time to jump off because it's the turn of 11, or midnight if you're out east. So, please, I probably should have said this earlier, but if anyone's watching, please let me know in the comments if everything's working out all right. I want to know how things are going. Looks like... Oh, I had 2 viewers for a while earlier. Wonderful. All right. Well, anyway, please let me know. And I'm very excited to keep going with you guys. This is probably one of my more favorite games. So, good night, everyone. And thank you for watching. I'll be around, well, whenever I'm around, I suppose. Where's the game going? Come on. There we go. All right. Good night, everybody.